Hello and welcome to day 2 of my Halloween card series. In today's card I'm showing a scallop box card pop-up featuring a mummy in the graveyard. I'm starting out with 2 panels cut from black cardstock. I believe I used black licorice cardstock from Lawn Fawn, and I just used the dies that come with the set. For the decorative pieces I used some Fall Fling paper and I used a 12 by 12 pack, and this one is called Jen. I die cut 2 smaller ones for the inside, and I'm showing you one, but I die cut 2 pieces for the longer flap on the inside of the card and one on the back. And then I also die cut the largest rectangle to go on the back of the card. I wanted to give the Fall Fling paper a spooky effect, so I used some peacock feathers distress oxide to go around the edges. I'm leaving one flap standing up, and that will be my background. I'm using a piece of white cardstock so I can do some ink blending on it to create a spooky sky. I'm just going to use my die to cut it, and then I will snip off the edges that I don't need. Now my decorative pieces have got those stitched lines, and I love that look, so I wanted to do that on the back as well. So how did I do it? I got out that rectangle piece, I placed it on my white cardstock, and I ran it through my die cut machine partially. Watch me closely in the video because I'm showing you how I did it exactly. And since I did a partial cut, I need to trim off some of the edges to make them meet with my die cut part. And a mini paper trimmer is ideal to do this sort of thing because you can really see what you're doing. I might need to trim off the bottom a little bit, but the panel is perfect for my background. Now I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to use speckled egg, peacock feathers and black soot. And in the end I also used some Yeti ink to create a sort of glowing moon effect. Even though you won't be seeing the bottom, I decided to just ink up the entire panel. After all of the ink is blended really well, I'm going to get out my spray bottle and I'm going to splatter it on the paper. And of course my liquid stardust is mixed in the water, so I get a sparkly effect. I'm going to lay it aside to dry and work on my box itself. I will fold everything following the scoring lines that the die created for me, except for the one that will be the back of my box because I want it to stand up straight. I'm reinforcing everything with my bone folder, and I'm going to tape it together using some score tape. I'm butting the 2 pieces up against each other and then I can just tape it down. I'm also going to glue on those little decorative pieces because now it's really easy to align them now that the box is still apart. I wanted to add something to my background, so I got my stitched tree borders and I die cut it from some black cardstock as well. And I just cut everything as wide as the panel on the back. I made some marks with my pencil to make sure where I needed to cut it. And here is where I decided I wanted to create more of a moon effect. So I got out my Lawn Fawn Yeti ink and I just circled it around on the background. And now it sort of looks like the moon is coming up from behind the trees. I can just glue it on and then I can work on my next step. Maybe I could have die cut everything a bit more efficiently, but I die cut those pieces that go on the inside of my box, and I also die cut some hails from my shadow box card, and I used the spooky fence border on some black cardstock to create a fence. I'm using one of those insert pieces to measure how wide my spooky fence border piece needs to be, and then I can trim my little piece. I will fold all of my glue tabs of my insert pieces, and I will use my bone folder to reinforce them. And I trimmed off the glue tabs from those hails and I'm attaching them to the insert pieces. This way I can play with the height of my hails a little more than if I would just use the hails with the glue tabs themselves. As you can see, I'm playing with the height of my hails and then I attach them to the insert pieces. And once I figure everything out, I'm going to attach everything using some score tape. The pop-up box itself is all finished. Now I can work on my images. I stamped a few different things from different stamp sets and I will just show you how I color a few of those things. And I am showing the colors by placing the cap with the number up. I die cut all of the images using the coordinating dies. I'm using liquid glue and different sizes of glue dots to attach all of the images to my box. And if you're wondering about the spider on the tombstone, I got it from the tiny Halloween set. To make the little ghost from the tiny Halloween set fly in the background, I'm cutting a strip of acetate. It's a firm acetate because I don't want it to wobble too much. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to get my hands on the new Lawn Fawn fall and winter release. Everything looks so super adorable and I really want to make cards with them. I used the largest everyday sentiment banners and I die cut it to fit exactly onto my front panel. I will heat emboss the sentiment Happy Halloween using clear ink and some white embossing powder. I used foam tape to lift it up and stick it onto my panel. I had a lot of images left and I'm deciding if I want to use them on the sides, and I had a hard time figuring out what to do with them. In the end, I only used a few elements on the back of my card and I used one of the ghosts with the sentiment Happy Halloween. And that finishes up my card, and we've come to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will check in next week when I post my third card. If you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon, you will be notified when the video is online. For now though, have a wonderful day and I hope to see you next time. Bye!